Welcome back to Rugby AM here on Made Television. I am on my own on the desk tonight. Jonesy's off at a church do in Bolton, and Keith just can't be bothered tonight. So, no, I'm joking, he's really busy at Sheffield. Oh, yeah. But anyway, Chev, last weekend, some interesting results in the Championship. Halifax really turned up the heat with a big 46-22 win against London at home.
It's a massive win. I think they're just starting to hit the straps of Halifax, going probably a bit under the radar to ourselves and to Lee, but they're progressively going well, and they seem to be knocking off a few teams.
If you beat Bradford, they'll be in fourth spot. If you beat Featherstone, Bradford beat Featherstone even, they'll be in fourth spot proper, because the game in hand for Featherstone is against you. And Andrew Henderson today says, tell Chev we need a favour. So I think everyone's looking towards Bradford and Lee to win all the games, and then let the others fight it out.
Well, that's the plan, and that's what we aim to do. Again, like I say, everyone's just fighting to aim for some kind of momentum and that confidence going into the mates. So it's business end of the year now. It starts now really, prepping and getting ready for it. So we need to be on our guard, but again, just concentrate on his own backyard.
Big win for yourself at home, local rivals, Bradford 34, Batley 16. One thing I wanted to ask you, some of the talent you've seen through your coach's eyes, do you think there's some talent in the Championship that could make it in Super League?
Yeah, definitely. We came up against one at the weekend, Johnny Campbell.
Johnny Campbell?
Yeah.
He's got a great afro.
Yeah, great afro, Could do picking it like, could comb it.
Batley's back line are really strong.
Yeah.
They get the team going forward really well, and it kind of gives their team big momentum. So there's a lot of players like Wayne Retty, obviously, Campbell as well. He's on about just give the team momentum, and I think players like that like Super League potential and other clubs as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Just as you were saying, Halifax, obviously Scott Morrell, he's played up there for a long time. Just good. I think if you go through the Championship, there's a few players on each team that can do a job at Super League.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Also, at Batley, two big forwards who we know pretty well, Alex Rowe and James Brown. How did they go this weekend?
Brownie went well, yeah.
Yeah, both of them. Both of them really well.
Really good.
Big Rowie caused me a bit of a...
It's a big
comic surprise. He just kept rolling out the tackles. Couldn't get my arms around him, couldn't get close to him. But no, he's good. He's good. Obviously, if he were in a full-time environment, he'd probably thrive a little bit more.
What I want to ask you is, dual reg. Now, there's a few teams that do it, there's a few teams that don't do it. Are you in favour or against, or would you like to see like an alliance return?
I'd love to see an alliance return. I've spoke about it on Twitter in the past. There were nothing better when I were coming through, and you got the chance to play. I played against Simon Orton, Jason Robinson, just to name a few.
Yeah.
As a 16-year-old kid playing in the alliance, it were unbelievable. I used to play on a Wednesday night, and I reckon it was a better standard than most of the Championship is now.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
I remember going down on Thursday night, sitting on that wall at Leeds, and that was my first early memory of rugby league. And you know, as a young kid, you probably couldn't go to some of them other. You know, what it's like when you come from Winmore.
Yeah.
You can't afford to be going rugby and stuff. So it gives a lot of people who probably can't afford to go to games the chance to go down and see some good rugby.
And that's it. And not only that, players don't blossom at 19, and to think that you're at end of your tether at 19 is a crying shame. We're losing players to building yards because of it.
You got two games this week, starting off with Featherstone. You confident?
We've got to be. Yeah, we've got to be confident. We went to their place and did a job on them there, and we're not where we want to be, but we're building towards it. So we concentrate on our own performance and get that right. The results should follow.
Yeah, I think Feather are one of them teams that are looking to get into that top four as well. So.
Who do you think, Danny? Who do you think? You've played all teams. Who's going to be in top four? Just your opinion.
I don't know. I think it's tough to say, and I think it's pretty too early to say at the moment.
Yeah, 4 games to go. I hope Halifax get in. I just hope they do.
Yeah,
I love Crowdy in the club.
Like as I said, there's teams that are good enough quality to play in that Super 8s that won't get in there. So there's them last few positions are vital and everyone's going to be battling for them.
Guys, thanks for coming down to the studio today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Check these guys out on the 10-minute podcast on iTunes. We're all talking about a bit of life, bit of music, and a lot of rugby. Right now, we're going to hear from Andrew Henderson from London Broncos, Paul Wood from Featherstone, and a couple of the guys from Halifax, and a quick bit of Lionel Richie from no other than Richie Moore. Fantastic. Right, behind the scenes, Super 8s, filming today with one of my old mates, Paul Wood. Woody, how are you doing, pal? How's Featherstone?
Yeah, it's good. Really enjoying it. Yeah, it's a different challenge and bit of a different experience, but yeah, it's really good.
Fantastic, mate. Now, the middle eight's coming up. Every minute matters. That's what the big message is the RFL are pushing. Featherstone, if you win all your games, you'll be in 4th spot.
Yeah.
So, are you confident of getting that 4th spot by the end of the season?
Yeah, we are pretty confident. We've got a tough run in coming in. We've got 3 games in 7 days. So we played Hunslet Sunday, played Bradford on Wednesday, and then Dewsbury on the following Sunday. So that's going to be a big ask for us. But we're pretty confident. We've had a couple of meetings about, what we need to achieve this year, and we had a look at the goals that we set at the beginning of the year, and we're probably just a little bit off the pace where we want to be. But we've all knuckled down in training, and we've come up with a few good results since we've had that meeting. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we want to get in the top 4.
Now, the summer bash, you were literally summer bashed.
yeah, it was a bit of a disaster really. We was in the game until I got sent off, so I was I was disappointed in that. Yeah.
Right, the championship is at the moment very exciting. Top 6, looking towards the end of the season, the middle eights. Anthony Thackeray is here, and Glenn Morrison, coach and star player of the Dewsbury Rams. How's life in Dewsbury, mate?
Really good. We've got a great set of lads, good set of coaches, and yeah, I'm liking life in Dewsbury.
You have to say that about your coach, though, don't you?
Yeah, he's sat next to you.
Looking at the middle eights, are you excited? Do you think you can make it, Dewsbury?
Yeah, we've got to obviously put our best foot forward. We was in the top 4 until a couple of weeks ago, and we've slipped behind I think it's 5 points now. We're off that top 4, so a few things have got to go in our favour, but we've got to make sure we keep winning games and picking up some points.
Morrow, over to you, mate. How's things? You brought Wagger back from Salford, back in the fold at Dewsbury.
Yeah, unfortunately he came back and his old knee injury's flared up, so he's back in the mix, just using our physio and our massage table really.
How's it going this year? Is it been a success? Because it's been around the top 4. He still hopefully can make those top 4.
Yeah, well, our goal at the start of the year was top 6 and have a good push for that. Obviously, top 4 would be a bonus. You look at our setup compared to some of the full-time setups, we're a long way behind there, but we've got a great side and we've put ourselves in a good position.
Now, the middle eights, every minute matters. That's the big tagline that we're pushing in the RFL. Can you see any team actually by the end of the season, when it's all done and dusted, being up and being down from Super League?
Yeah, I can't see why not. I think we've seen in the Challenge Cup that Super League teams have been beaten, and when it comes to finals footy, it's whoever turns up on the day. So I'm sure if we were in there, we'd like to think that we could beat some of them sides, and I'm sure Lee and Bradford are thinking the same thing. So yeah, it is. Every minute matters. We got beaten. We got a draw after the bell, try after the bell, and a kick from the sideline to draw against Workington, which in the long run could cost us top 4 that 1 point.
Now we've got 2 Halifax boys here, Richie Moore and Mitch Callahan. How are you doing, boys? You all right?
Yeah, good, mate.
How's life down at Halifax training with Crody and Tony and the boys?
Yeah. Crody's good with lads. Looks after all boys. Make sure everyone's got everything what they need. It's real good down there. Yeah.
Mitch, it's your first season over here. How are you finding England first and foremost?
Yeah, man, I'm loving it. First year, obviously, and great comp. I think everything they're doing with the structure and everything in place, it's unreal, and having a good crack at the moment. So we're in good stead.
Maury, his first run out in Championship for a full-time Championship team. How are you finding it compared to Super League?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of quality players in Championship. It's surprisingly, how tough the competition is. A lot of players who have joined and gone into Championship. I don't think they're finding it as easy as they thought it was. You have to be on your best every week.
Do you think it's more physical? Do you think it's tougher?
I don't know. I like the physical side of the game, so I don't. It probably is maybe a little bit more physical because Ruck's probably a little bit slower.
Yeah.
as Super League's a lot faster. You know, you don't have that much time to do that much wrestling.
Lastly, Glastonbury this weekend, it was Lionel Richie doing the main set. Now we know you sing a bit of Lionel Richie, Maury. Will you give us a bit of Lionel Richie to the camera?
Yeah, I missed that Glastonbury. I was gutted. I wish I'd have put. I do.
Come on, Maury, now. You look at the camera and give us a bit of hello. Come on.
I've been alone with you inside my mind.
There he is, Lionel Moore. Jamie, it's been a great week, a great show. Keith let us down last minute, and Pertz were on a. So you might have heard us say Pertz a couple of links, and Keith. We were actually Danny Williams in the studio, but that's what it's all about. You know, we're opportunists. We're trying our best. Working with the RFL now, it's an exciting time for Rugby AM.
It is, and do you know what? The biggest thing about Rugby AM is that people put the time and effort into us. We really appreciate it, don't we? And it's just good. Sometimes we make mistakes. We don't always get it right, but this
a lot of
week's
the
been
time
great.
we make mistakes.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed my time at Best, actually.
Yeah.
The guys are brilliant. Sol, Perry, looked after our boys. We've got some really good clubber, and I can't wait to receive it. We've all been measured up.
Yeah.
Just waiting to get it through the post. How did your trip go to Bolton? How was that?
Mate, I'll tell you what I'm liking at the moment is that the RFL are on point with like the new ideas, with the videos and stuff. We're involving us in a lot of meetings about ways to promote the game, and we're really positive at the moment. Everything's going well. Had a great meeting this week with Leeds Foundation about Leeds Rhinos Foundation about the festival coming up as well. Got some big announcements coming next few weeks. I'm super excited. And next week on next week's show, we're cooking food. It's barbecue season. Yes. Everyone likes sweet barbecue, and we're going to be making some with Phil Bennett, our friend from the Butchers, and we're using the red sauces so it tastes authentic as well.
Well, I got one of them Father's Day packs from Reds, and I didn't know how to use the seasoning, so I'm going to learn that every bloke, I think every man should know how to barbecue properly.
Yeah, and we're cooking for experts, so it could be a bit touch and go. Also, I think Henry Paul and Robbie Paul are in the studio with us, eating some food, so we'll meet the Paul brothers. If it's not next week, it's week after. I ain't got my diary with me right now, I should have, but hey ho, that's Rugby AM. We love you guys.
See you next week.
See you next week.